Blackburn Rovers, the current leaders, 3 points out in front from Ipswich Town, and Charlton Athletic handily placed just on the fringe of the playoff zone in 8th position. Rovers last week returned to winning ways after a dodgy 5-match spell without a win. They went down to Brighton and won 3-0, ran out convincing winners. Charlton Athletic have been without a game since March 10th, so they should be well rested for today's fixture. A couple of minutes we're going to be having a word with Rovers' latest acquisition, Wegerle, who scored his first goal for the club down at Brighton and Hove Albion last week. Welcome to Ewood Park. How's things going so far? Pleased with the move?
Yeah, things are going very well. First couple of games here weren't too good because we got beat the first one at Bristol Rovers, well my debut anyway, and then the second one at Southend here we scrambled for a point at the end, although we could have won by 2 or 3 goals comfortably, so it wasn't a good way to get off, but certainly the win last weekend has helped us, and it's easier to settle when things are going well as opposed to when we're struggling, so things are all right now, yeah.
Yeah, so even though the first 2 games were a bit of a struggle, you must have been quite sort of comforted by the quality of the players around you when you look round at your colleagues. A lot of experience and a lot of first division know-how there, so you mustn't have got too down about the form, really.
Well, no, I mean, I knew about the quality that was here before I signed, We've got a good squad of players. I've known David Speedie for 5 years now. I played with him at Chelsea, so and I know a few of the other boys as well, so I knew what was here before I came. Certainly, the manager and the assistant manager have a reputation that goes before them, and that was a big influence on me coming here in the first place. So, no, I don't think there's a doubt about the quality of the players. We just need that little bit of luck that every team needs in order to win a championship or to get wherever you're going to get. You need a little bit of luck. It's not really on the quality of the players, so that's not a problem for me. We just need scoring goals and a little bit of luck that goes with it.
Yeah, and of course one or two other teams, one or two of the other results went for us in midweek, so it seems that around about this time of year more than one team gets the jitters, not just the team at the top. Everybody seems to be having a stumble or two.
That's right. I mean, there's 3 or 4 teams up near the top of the table that can get promoted. And like you say, I think we're all human, we're only footballers, so we all feel pressure from time to time. I think we at Blackburn, well, not so much me because I've only been here a couple of weeks, but most of the boys have been up there for most of the season, so I think they've settled with that pressure now, and they're used to it, and which is helping us through these difficult times now when you really need to keep a cool head and win games. Most of the boys have been up there for a long time, so they know what it's like, and it's rubbing off on me. And like I say, if we can win a few more games and get into a good winning habit, then hopefully we can have a good run in on the end of the season.
Yeah, well, just one final question, Roy. It's a bit blustery out here. I'm going to change sports now. It's a big one in the morning. I'll be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. England, South Africa. Now, who are you going to be rooting for in that one?
Well, that's a tough decision. I've had a few of the boys in the dressing room bet me on the result of the game, but no, I'm a South African at heart, and I've got to hope for the South Africans. So we'll see what happens. I mean, they're 2 great cricket sides, and we'll just have to see.
Well, that's another step. Ewood Park. Rovers entertain Charlton Athletic this afternoon. Blackburn Rovers versus Charlton Athletic. Rovers line up with Bobby Mimms in goal, Chris Price at 2, Alan Wright 3, Gordon Cowans skipper at 4. You see young mascot Joe Snape going off there with his Charlton counterpart. Keith Ellis at 5, Colin Hendry at 6. Recall for Tony Dobson at 7 after some impressive performances in the reserves. Atkins at 8, Speedie at 9, Roy Wegerle, we just spoke to him before the game, at 10. Richard Brown continues number 11, Chile to occupy the right back berth. Tim Sherwood and Simon Garner are Rovers subs. Charlton line-up: Bob Boulder in goal, Darren Pitcher and Scott Minto the full-backs, Alan Pardew, former Crystal Palace man, in midfield, Simon Webster and Stuart Balmer at the back, Robert Lee, John Bumstead, Carl Leaburn, Gary Nelson and Colin Walsh. Charlton subs are their joint manager Steve Gritt and John Hendry at number 14. Today's match referee is Mr Dermot Gallagher from Banbury in Oxfordshire. It's an all-ticket crowd at Ewood Park. Rovers, the sunshine. Well, a windy March day, but it's nice and sunny. Rovers attack the Darwin end in the first half. The blue and white halves, of course. Charlton in bright red strip. Early tackle from Chris Price. So nice to see Tony Dobson back in the action today. He's had a difficult 9 months or so. It's the start of this season. Performances towards the end of last season were very accomplished. Rovers with some defending to do now as Nelson finds Colin Walsh. Rovers and Charlton, of course. So many historic links, particularly for Rovers fans. Games between Rovers and Charlton Athletic, 1957-58. The game down at the Valley. Rovers clinched promotion to the First Division, the 4-3 win. I must admit that was before my time, but anybody who was following the Rovers during that era will tell you all about that one. And more recently, most Rovers fans can tell you about the 1-0 win at Wembley. Colin Hendry's goal in 1987 won the full Members' Cup for Rovers. It's Charlton pressing from the corner. Nelson gets a cross in looking for Leaburn, but it drifts across the box on the wind. It's a good skill by David Speedie. Atkins with the tackle. Just price forward for Hendry, leading the line again today, Colin Hendry, despite the number on his back. Just a bit too strong that pass for David Speedie. So Colin Hendry's performance has certainly been impressive enough to persuade manager Kenny Dalglish that he's quite the man to carry on in that centre forward position. Of course, last week at the Goldstone Ground he finished up going back into defence when Kevin Moran went off, the injury that's keeping him out today's game. Hendry gave an equally accomplished performance in the centre of defence. Featured prominently in all 3 goals, scoring one and assists in the other 2. Foul by Atkins. Modest following from Charlton. Play the home games at Upton Park this season. West Ham. Of course, all the Charlton fans anxious to return to the club's true home, the Valley. We've got 6 or 7 coaches I saw arriving at lunchtime. Ewood area. Gary Nelson lays it off for Minto. Young full-back Scott Minto, very early in his career, attracted the attention of Graham Taylor, the England manager. Representative honours at under 21 level. It's like Rovers full-back on that left side, Alan Wright. Hendry's touch for Atkins, it's too far in front of him. Wright collects it. Speedie. Brings in Roy Wegerle, wide on the left. Speedie chips it across, but not high enough to clear the head of Colin Walsh. Cowans with the tackle. Keith Hill listens to that challenge very heavily. He's feeling the effects, but I think he's alright. Colin Hendry losing out there. Safely rolls back to Bob Boulder. There from Tony Dobson. Misses a tackle on Robert Lee. Robert Lee is a creative forward for Charlton Athletic. Full of inventiveness. In the previous meeting between the two teams this season, Rovers ran out 2-0 winners at Upton Park. Scott Sellers and David Speedie, the scorers. Last season, the result at Ewood Park was a 2-2 draw. Rovers 2-0 in the lead early doors, and then Charlton mounted a comeback. Last minute equaliser from Carl Leaburn. Up to that point, Carl Leaburn hadn't scored a goal for many moons for Charlton Athletic. And this season he's carried on where he left off that night at Ewood. It's Charlton's leading scorer. Wegerle. Tony Dobson. Offside flag against Gary Nelson. Dobson's free kick, looks for the head of Speedie. Nelson, Minto forward, looking for Leaburn. And Leaburn got it down for Pardew. Nelson. There's Robert Lee. Robert Lee once more. To get the cross in with a foot in from Wright. Deflects it into the path of Bobby Mimms. Colin Hendry's all on his own, but miscontrols that. Hendry's touch once more for Atkins. This time it's a good one. Speedie has Wegerle outside him. Decides to use him. Right, tight to the line by Wegerle. Chris Price with the first time ball. David Speedie trying to arch his back to get a contact on that. It's cleared by Charlton. Robert Lee. Darren Pitcher is the right full back. It's going to go all the way back to Bob Boulder. Hill rolls it back to Bobby Mimms. Launches the kick towards Colin Hendry. It'll be Rovers throw. Wegerle. Side for Speedie. Bumstead was in with a tackle. Former Chelsea colleagues, those two. John Bumstead gave Chelsea yeoman service over the years, won 300 and odd league games for them before he moved to Charlton in the close season. Gary Nelson. Richard Brown's interception sends the ball spinning out for a Charlton corner. Dobson's header. Wegerle completes the clearance. It's picked up by Pitcher. Richard Brown will watch that float out. Speedie's flick. Wegerle picks it up. Just directs his pass to Colin Hendry. Stuart Balmer. Strange ball from Walsh. Rebounded back into the Rovers half. More by accident than by design, I feel. Keith Hill's header. Finds its way to Alan Wright. Wegerle's touch for Atkins. Colin Hendry's instant header down to David Speedie. Hendry looked for Price, that was a good idea. Atkins finds Wright. Alan Wright looking to find an angle for the cross. Dobson does well, finds Wright again. Full back looking for an opening, has to go all the way back. Charlton closing down Mimms well there. Charlton moving forward, but the move breaking down on the edge of the area. Tony Dobson tidying up. Chris Price, once again, Colin Hendry's the target. Roy Wegerle might pick this up as it runs loose. Simon Webster in with the tackle, Rovers throw. Wegerle will leave this to Chris Price. Speedie upended. Simon Webster has been to Ewood Park with several of his previous clubs, Sheffield United, Huddersfield. Gordon Cowans his free kick, takes a deflection, Colin Hendry's header. Just got the angle wrong, rolled out for a goal kick. By Mark Atkins, quick ball to Wegerle. David Speedie tried to bring Mark Atkins into play once more. Important for Rovers to follow up the win last week at Brighton with another emphatic performance today, 3 points at the very least, just to reassure the spectators that the show is very much back on the road. There's Walsh, played against Rovers in that full Members Cup final. I think he's the only survivor on the Charlton side. Oh, Robert Lee possibly as well. And Bob Balder, and also in goal, so 3 survivors. Those have Chris Price and Colin Hendry from that famous day. Both returned to the club this season. Sully still at the club, who featured at Wembley. with Garner on the subs bench, of course. Don't forget about 1987 for the time being. We're back in time to 5 years later, 1992. It's a much bigger prize that beckons for Rovers. The second division, offside flag. Gary Nelson. A couple of splendid seasons with Brighton, Gary Nelson. Scored prolifically. Once again, Gary Nelson flagged offside. Wegerle's flick. Hendry's header. Leaburn. She bound as well. Heads it down for Keith Hill. Soon on the challenge from Carl Leaburn though. Referee wants a break in play for some attention to Simon Webster and Colin Hendry. Clash of heads. Colin Hendry's on his feet, Simon Webster crouched down. There's an offside flag. David Speedie and Roy Wegerle both looking to spring the line of defenders. One or both caught offside. So 18 minutes gone, no score, Ewood Park. Mimms' clearance. Hendry once again looking to get on the end of it. Mark Atkins does well. Showed some quickness of thought this afternoon, Mark Atkins, which he's not always credited with. Keith Hill, the opportunity to bring the ball out of defence. To look for Roy Wegerle. He's nodded down for Chris Price. Loses out. Leaving offside once again. Charlton caught off on a number of occasions. His first 20 minutes. It's with Gordon Cowans now. Ball was a poor one. Roy Wegerle did well to win it back. Speedie collects. He's got Hendry in here. There's no offside flag. But there is a splendid tackle from Darren Pitcher. Colin Hendry annoyed with himself, but that was an opportunity to try first time, but Colin Hendry tried to steady himself and really lined that shot up. Darren Pitcher was in with a good saving tackle. Conceded the corner, which Gordon Cowans now takes. Bob Boulder collects easily. Atkins. Wegerle's touch back for Alan Wright. We're into play between the two. It breaks down. Webster with a hopeful one. And Alan Wright rather carelessly conceding the corner. Walsh is over to this corner into Rovers box. Leaburn is a big target. Here he is, causing mayhem. Just wouldn't fall down for Webster, and some momentary anxiety there. It just looked as if it would sit up nicely for Webster to thump one in. Good work from Price. Determined scuffle in there. Mark Atkins takes over. Shrugs off a couple of challenges, Mark Atkins. Gordon Cowans' cross, far post. Too close to Bob Boulder. More excellent play from Mark Atkins there. Price. Richard Brown behind him. That one's rather optimistic. Easily gathered by Scott Minto and rolled back to Bob Boulder. Closed down by Nelson. Trying to turn. A ricochet there between a couple of Charlton players, and the opportunity to find Alan Wright. There's Bumstead. Excellent following for Rovers today. All home games to the end of the season are all ticket affairs. There's an effort from Gary Nelson comes in. Lacks moment in defence there. Wegerle's header. It's a good one, but Speedie just couldn't stretch to get the touch on that. Confusion between Atkins and Wegerle as to who was going for that ball. Wegerle finally loses out to Bumstead. Foul by Cowans on Nelson. Forward. Walsh. Minto's cross. Should be Bobby Mimms's, but he's under pressure from Leaburn. Headed well. rugby full back under that one. Body's bearing down on him. Again, Leaburn is straight offside. It's 26 minutes gone. Nothing really to fire the imagination so far in this game. Speedie's knocked down. Hendry's offside. By Nelson. There's Walsh down the line for Leaburn, but Hurley's favourite for that one. Out he goes into Nuttall Street. So replacement ball called for. Leaburn with a long throw. Hendry and Hill in on Webster. And here's Wegerle. Cowans finding Speedie. Chris Price is on a run. Chris Price made an excellent run in the inside right channel, but the delivery from David Speedie wasn't just right. Here's Nelson. There's little support. Richard Brown. That's not out of play. Roll to Scott Minto here. Small Speedie collects, but Alan Wright, as Rovers supporters try and lower their encouragement. As well, finds Gordon Cowans, spreads it to Chris Price, but that's the win, catches hold of that one, drifts out for a throw. Bounce free kick. Chris Price concedes a throw to Charlton. Hill looking for Chris Price. Good work by Bumstead. Just avoids conceding the corner. Rovers have a throw with Richard Brown. Wegerle wants it to his feet, receives it. Speedie. Hendry almost getting the flick. Speedie. Small trying an inventive flick to get Wegerle in, but things not just falling kindly in the box, in and around the box for Rovers. Nelson, the judge should have been pushed over by Brown. Free kick quickly taken. Scrappy passage. More than half an hour gone in the first half. No real sign of a first goal yet. Wegerle's pulled down by Webster. It's the ball back to get on with it quickly, but Rovers have to wait to take the free kick. Gordon Cowans with it. Filled everyone, including his own teammates. Minto. Balmer. She bounded well. Cowans pass cut out by Bumstead once more. It's an Rovers throw, Chris Price. Cowans looking to find Tony Dobson, but Bumstead was in smartly again. Robert Lee. Pardew, well forward. Pitcher. Tony Dobson with a foot in, but it'll fall to Gary Nelson. Fall now to Robert Lee. A good block. The feet by Bobby Mimms. Another corner to Charlton. Dobson said it clear. It's Chris Price looking for Wegerle, who's the only man forward. Dobson slides in. Charlton have the throw. Robert Lee. Keith Hill's header. Richard Brown volleys it clear. And as far as Walsh. Atkins misses his tackle altogether. Wegerle lobs it back to Bobby Mimms. Webster in first on Colin Hendry. Minto's clearance is picked up by Keith Hill. So often the pass is disappointing today. Should bound this time, looking for Hendry. Webster heads it for Scott Minto. Rovers have a throw. Referee wants it taken back towards the halfway line. David Speedie. There's no offside flag. Colin Hendry and Mark Atkins bore down on that. Now they could get the contact. Keith Hill. Wegerle. Atkins' shot is deflected and Bob Balder has to smartly turn that one over the bar. Visions of the Andy Bremer goal for West Germany in the World Cup semi-final as Bob Balder was backpedaling. Hill's header, Speedie's offside, won't count. There's a flag up early. And for me, I must say, not the correct decision despite David Speedie's protestations. Fancy little striker's predatory instincts leading him into unfair advantage on that occasion. Webster's free kick. Cross sails harmlessly out for a goal kick. Robert Lee. There's Walsh. Keith Hill does well, shows that with his body. It's for David Speedie, chested out by Stuart Balmer. Speedie. And rather naively there, Chris Price had run offside. David Speedie tried to lob the ball over the last defender to him. Charlton had pushed up, put an end to any ambitions Rovers had from that move. 3 minutes remaining in the first half, still goalless. Atkins. Wegerle. Having difficulty with the weight of his passes, Gordon Cowans today, possibly wind. For all the world as though that was just going to roll smartly into Richard Brown's path, but picked up pace. Mark Atkins loses out to Bumstead. There's Nelson. He's all on his own. Leaburn is arriving in the box. Pursued by Dobson. Finds Colin Walsh, but he has to go back to do so. Scott Minto. Cross eludes everyone. Alan Wright kept his eye on it. For Hendry, once again a Charlton head clears it, but Robert Lee totally makes a mess of that. Rovers throw in, so it was a death in this first half. Wegerle. Wright in for Speedie. Simon Webster's had a good game. From Dobson into the path of Nelson. Pardew takes over. There's Colin Walsh. Chris Price's header sails out for the corner, so it's Charlton attacking right at the end of the first half. Nothing on the scoreboard as yet. Goalless. And Charlton seemingly in no desperate hurry to take this corner. Lee pushes it to Colin Walsh. Gets it back from him. Right, Wegerle and Price combining to clear. On his farthest pitcher. Ball is too strong for Scott Minto. Mr. Gallagher has checked his watch. Brown. That's enough, says Mr. Gallagher. So disappointing first half. And different show from Rovers. And the play very patchy in general. And the outcome rather predictable, really. No great moments of promise at either end. So we start the second half. Rovers looking to spring the offside trap, but foiled by Charlton forwards. Now that was a great opportunity. The Colin Walsh right at the start of the half. And this hit shot. Robert Lee's cross came in. Leaving the field. Spread it past half time on his comeback appearance. Tim Sherwood replaces him. Colin Hendry would seem will revert to a back four position. Central defence. Here is Sherwood. Brown. Worked by Cowans, reacted quickest to that. Finds David Speedie. Some offence spotted by the referee. The flag was up good and early. Well, the end of that move and the finish was as sweet as anything we've seen. So very different elements now to the ones that we had when this game started. Sunny and blustery. And now it's grey, very, very wet. So the surface will become skiddy. Possibility that defenders will make mistakes. 10 minutes of the second half gone. Cowans with the free kick. Hendry with the header, just past the post. Bob Boulder always looked confident that that ball was going to just drop to safety, so it proved. Charlton throw, Bob Boulder's clearance was deflected off a Blackburn leg. Bumstead finding Minto for Gary Nelson. Colin Hendry does excellent work. It's fallen into the path of Robert Lee, and an opportunity strike. It's Charlton Athletic 1 up. Charlton fans rejoice. Yet again a moment of lax concentration at the back for Rovers has cost them dear. The ball wasn't cleared properly. Charlton fans jubilant round that Darwin end. Police is ever heavy-handed in the treatment of them. Pass nearly found its way into David Speedie's path. he went down. She bounced free kick. Give for Atkins, it got close. Let's have a corner. Sherwood in well. Wright also gets a foot in, but it breaks kindly for Bob Boulder. Wright comes off Sherwood back to Alan Wright. A ball from Cowans under pressure. Colin Hendry. One of his bursts forward. Just breaks down on the edge of the box. It's the sort of commitment that Rovers fans want to see. Charlton were very want to waste time when the score was still 0-0. In no hurry whatsoever, the throw-ins and free kicks and goal kicks from now on. Rovers have plenty of time. It's Chris Price. Falls for Wegerle. Tries to play David Speedie in. It's a corner kick. So the referee decided that the defender won the ball despite David Speedie's fall. As a moment, it's a corner kick, not the penalty that the spectators were baying for. The Gordon Cowans, as usual, with the corner. Comes out for Richard Brown. Sherwood's ball finds Wegerle and Atkins offside. Referee waves play on because Scott Minto is in possession. Mimms. Tim Sherwood for Colin Hendry, who's once again pushed forward. Deflects off Chris Price's head into the path of Leaburn. Danger here for Rovers. It's 2-0. What a sickener for Rovers. Ball bounced off Chris Price's head into the path of Leaburn. And he almost made his leisurely way through to put the ball past Bobby Mimms. So Rovers' patchy form, not as we thought, ended by that result at Brighton last week. We're in real trouble here. Third consecutive home game, things have not gone their way after all those wins. Well, might the Charlton Athletic fans celebrate, because They're only 4 points off 4th spot in the second division. Brown's free kick. Wegerle trying to provide the spark. Hendry's cross behind everyone. Price for Cowans, Sherwood finding Atkins. Rovers are going to strike, it's going to be soon. Last home game they retrieved a 2-goal lead. In the last minute David Speedie made the contact for the equaliser. Sherwood. Keith Hill forward for Colin Hendry. Alan Wright arriving. Foot in from Gordon Cowans. Now Sherwood in. Some more Atkins. Rovers have a throw. Alan Wright. Crosses it in near post, but Bob Boulder is down well. Second look. Is Charlton prepared to make a substitution? Steve Gritt replaced Darren Pitcher. Also make a change. Wegerle, the man to make way for Simon Garner. Forward for Speedie. Colin Hendry on the right wing. It's the ball in to Simon Garner. And a good strike from Atkins. Deflected out for a corner. Around about halfway through the second half now. Rovers trail. Charlton Athletic 2-0. Hendry in with the challenge. Price's header this time found its way to Gordon Cowans. Keith Hill. Atkins trying to wrestle the ball off Scott Minto. Referee warning the Charlton man to let play continue as quickly as possible. Cowans' corner. Heads aloft, but nobody on the end of it. Here's Keith Hill. Simon Garner's cross. Hendry's not back to Garner. In fact, it was Tim Sherwood's effort that was sponged over by Bob Boulder. It's another Rovers corner for Gordon Cowans. Everyone misses out on that one. It's out for a goal kick. More nonsense here from Charlton. Time wasting. They've got through every trick in the repertoire to hold on to this 2-0 lead. There's Kenny Nelson. Pardew. It's good work from Alan Pardew, finding Gary Nelson. It's corner off Alan Wright. Bumstead. Cowans. Tackled out of it. Mark Atkins might get a foot in here. It's back with Gordon Cowans. Speedie for Chris Price. Sherwood looking to thread Hendry through. This time he finds Chris Price. Simon Garner is wide on the left. And nothing header really. He's trying to lay it down into the path of David Speedie when he might well have been better at Wright. David Speedie turns well, tries one from distance, but Bob Boulder is equal to it. "18 minutes remaining for Rovers to mount this comeback. Wright. And that's cross once again, too near Bob Boulder. He's handled everything well. Charlton keeper. Life not made difficult enough for him this afternoon. Nelson back. Robert Lee. And then Leaburn is forward. Charlton look to hold this lead rather than to add to it. For Mark Atkins, shot is wayward. Leaburn, and very nearly a good third goal. Richard Brown recovered to get in a tackle to put Leaburn off. That would surely have been the most embarrassing goal that Richard Brown could ever have been involved with. Cowans fouled. Cowans ball into the middle. Sherwood. Here's Gary Nelson. There's only Richard Brown back defending. Gary Nelson wins the corner. Keith Hill's header. Kicking the kidneys for his parents. "12 minutes left, offside flag." Nelson away once more for Charlton. It's for Leaburn. Bounce clearance. Leaburn is onside. It's crossed the far post looking for Pardew, but it runs out of play. The Rovers goal kick. The Rovers have rarely threatened even since Charlton went 2 ahead. This must go down as one of the poorest performances at Ewood Park. It was a better finishing. Charlton could have easily been three goals to the good. Richard Brown and Carl Leaburn will both have nightmares tonight when they think about their part in that chance that fell to Carl Leaburn. Brown's header straight to Nelson. Speculative effort. Cowans. To get straight on with it, Simon Garner. Wright's touch. Side for Hendry. Foul by Atkins. Not only gives Charlton a free kick, but a chance to waste more seconds. 10 minutes left, doubtful anyway that Rovers could retrieve anything whatsoever from this game. It would have been had Alan Pardew fired that one in. He's finishing 2 found wanting. Charlton carving holes in Rovers' defence almost at will here. Minto. Out off Nelson for an Rovers throw. Cross. Falls for Colin Hendry. The volley was a good one, but it struck Steve Gritt. Garner's cross is a fair one too. Hendry's cross rather. Speedie down for Price. Nobody wants to have a go. The Rovers 2-0 down. Somebody desperately needs to. Colin Hendry. Chris Price keeps the ball in. Plays a 1-2 with himself off the wall. Rovers able to produce absolutely nothing going forward in the latter stages of this half for all their efforts. Colin Hendry's down. It's another ball, lost to the cause. This time over the Walker Steel stand. Brown, far post cross. Alan Wright, the first time volley. Once again, harmless. Price. Cowans look to get in David Speedie. Seems to be one of those days when absolutely nothing is going to go right for Rovers in front of goal. Lay inside for Nelson. Nelson once more to Leaburn. Alan Wright finally nods that down to Bobby Mimms. Rovers fans streaming from the ground. There's been very little suggestion that Rovers are going to mount any sort of a comeback here today. Depressing second half for the Ewood fans, but Chris Price trying to claw something back from the game. Bobby Mimms requiring treatment from Pettigrew. John Hendry versus Gary Nelson for Charlton Athletic. With the throw out, good distance on it. Colin Hendry looking for Atkins. The final 2 minutes of the 45. It's Chris Price. Corner. Header for Cowans. Story of the game really summed up in that one incident. Bob Boulder able to pick that ball out of the air. Charlton break once more. Slowed the move right down. Leaburn. Pardew. Offside flag. Speedie dinks a little ball forward for Simon Garner. Charlton ball. Rovers fans disgruntled, but I don't think it's going to make any difference at this stage of proceedings. Rovers are a well-beaten side today. Sherwood's effort, blocked, Cowans. Easily saved by Boulder. The final whistle, Shilling has come any second now, will be greeted with resignation by Rovers fans. But on the day, things have just not gone for them. Charlton have taken their chances, protected the lead. Speedie, one of so many who's been not firing on all cylinders today, not had the opportunities in the box. An opportunity for Simon Garner in the box there, but Bob Boulder, despite a knock on the knee, unruffled once more. Gallagher checks his watch once more. Gallagher decides that's enough. The Rovers go down to the second home defeat of the season, their first for 6 months. 2-0. Feeble performance by Rovers in attack today, punished by 2 second half goals from Robert Lee and Carl Leaburn. Disappointing outcome for the second division leaders. Valuable points for Charlton, who have designs on promotion themselves. Disappointing result for Rovers fans. It's Blackburn Rovers 0, Charlton Athletic 2.